Well, there you have it. Big Bad Brother Station, next 99.1 FM. There's work to be done, men. Work to be done. And some of that work that we're going to get done involves using our tools, using our culture, using our calypso, using our art forms. And to help me discuss what Tuko is going to do to help our art form and help us utilize the art form as best as possible in the next generation and generations to come, I want to say good morning and welcome to Megan Sylvester. Megan is the Music Education Research Officer. Is that correct?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. I'm the Education and Research Officer at TUCO.
I was close. Education and Research Officer at TUCO. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Megan. Tell me about some of the work that TUCO is doing in 2021 in this No Carnival season. How are you guys approaching this No Carnival season?
Indeed. It is quite a situation that we're all faced with, but we understand the necessity for it. So what has TUCO been doing, particularly in terms of education and research? Starting next week, actually, we're starting from the 8th of February, going to the 8th of March.
Right.
We will be going into the schools virtually because, of course, this is a virtual carnival. And we'll be doing presentations. I will be doing these presentations entitled Calypso and Crises. So I'm going to tap into all of the calypsos where we had lyrics dealing with various crises. Of course, I'm going to be touching on COVID-19 as well, but to show that the calypso lyric is very dominant in speaking to issues that affect the society on a national level, even in terms of health crises, mental health issues, and other issues like that. So that is going to be done. I'm going across both Tobago and Trinidad.
Well, it's virtual. You could go Miami if you want.
Of course. Signal Hill Secondary. We're going to be at Bishops in Tobago. We're going to be at Curaçao. We're going to be at Princestown. We're going to be at Marabella Secondary. You know, a whole list of schools, a whole string of schools that we're going to be going to. And we want to make sure that we get in there. So it's already organized with the VAPA teachers, the visual and performing arts teachers. So we have that full buy-in. Vice principals are aware, so everyone is aware of this.
How has the virtual, I know you guys have been going into schools virtually for the last couple of months and stuff like that. How has the response been from the children?
Actually, it's quite rewarding. And I'll tell you why. It's because the teachers are prepping the students for the understanding of the virtual aspect of learning. So because that is already taking place with their regular curricula, now when we add the Calypso instruction to it, it's fantastic. You know, and that's really important because one of the things that TUCO really values is going into the schools and making sure that Calypso is a dominant part of the culture that is in there. Because, you know, within the school curriculum, there may be some, you know, like a subject like Caribbean Studies that may have Calypso that can be used as a literary device. But strictly speaking, Calypso is not focused in the school fundamentally, and that is what TUCO is aiming at. And this is just the beginning of that interaction with the schools.
From what I'm hearing you saying, just to be clear, I want to make sure we're on the same page here. What you're saying is that we want to put Kaiso in the curriculum.
That is correct. Absolutely. That is the aim of TUCO.
You know, for years I've been saying, Megan, that, you know, Kaiso is a literary device.
It is, indeed.
It's a historical tool. It's social studies. It is everything that we need in schools, and it can be used as an example across the board. So I am really happy to hear that this is a mission that TUCO is taking on to put Kaiso on the curriculum. Now, this year, 2021, we've said it on the show several times. We've had lots of guest artists come and enjoy and celebrate the fact that it is 100 years since the first Calypso tent, the first official Calypso tent. How is TUCO celebrating this year?
Well, what we want to actually do is to get into the media, have more discussions like this, and actually some articles are going to be coming in the print media, the traditional media, as well as on social media, to let people know about that first tent and to let them know that we are commemorating. And also, what is the importance of the Calypso tent? Because in this virtual season, what we have is that collaboration, for example, with WAC, and what Kenny Phillips has been doing in terms of allowing the Calypsonians to have that platform, to actually have a tent-like atmosphere at his studio to perform. And so we see that COVID or no COVID, the Calypso tent experience continues.
Exactly. It just takes a virtual form.
Indeed.
But what is the importance of the Calypso tent?
Well, it gives expression. It is that guile. It's that place where the Calypsonian gets to express themselves, to talk about those social issues, the political issues, the national issues of the day, and really get that information out to the public. And so it is just a continuation of that. And we want to make sure that the students in schools know about that, that there's this historic year that we are in, you know, in terms of 2021, and and also continuing and how they can play a role, because of course, you know, there's a junior Calypso movement, and this is really what we also want to focus on, getting those younger ones involved in understanding the importance of the Calypso tent and the Calypso art form.
Yeah, and I think it's very important that we have collaborations that are also going to be able to speak to that. This morning we were fortunate enough to be chatting with Sunny Bling and the owner, and Joanna Rostand, who's the owner of Chuck E. Cheese. They're working on and putting on a junior Calypso competition of sorts. And I look forward to see how the collaborations can happen between Tuco and organizations like that, so that we can take the thing further and take it into schools, take it across the world, wherever it needs to go, and make sure and get it into the hearts and minds of the students, the families, the parents. I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning, Megan.
Thank you.
I look forward, so in the curriculum, I just beaming with joy at this point. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Megan. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we have a special surprise for you guys. Shall I tell them, Carrie?
Nah, keep it.
I'm going to keep it as a surprise. Oh, just stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Trust what I'm telling you.
I can't believe it. I want to come home. I want to come home.
Them ask, wear your mask.
Need a new tablet for online school? Get the Amazon Fire 7 for only $449 at dbesttoys.com. Get the Fire 7 Kids Edition tablet for $875. Get the Fire HD 8 tablet for $695. And the Fire HD
the good old days and get a taste of the new through classic Calypso, and This is our culture. Fix your station to Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of Carnival. Talk City 91.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network.